Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Man the Maker. Welcome to a new Let's Play series for Deity Empires. An epic, if you can hear the music, 4X turn-based fantasy strategy game. I love it. You might love it too. Let's just go ahead and dive in. We can go ahead and just click start a new game. Why waste any time? Right off the bat, boom. Deity is in the name. There it is. Choose our deity. You can choose who you want to be. I have played this game some amount. Never getting really that far. At least I understand some basic concepts. And I don't know. I mean, I haven't even gotten to where the deity has come into play in the game. So we're going to kind of figure that one out, I guess, together. But what I thought I was going to do... Flame's a little loud for me. What I thought I was going to do... We just played some Wizards and Warlords. Which is also a, kind of a turn-based 4X fantasy game, though quite different in many respects. And in that we played Evil. And if you're a long-time viewer of the channel, you might know that I tend to go, or maybe not go evil, but do evil things in games. This time we're going to go good. We're going to go with Everlong. He's an elf. I don't want to be an elf. Where's the human? Dianic. Revered by Highmen, mountain dwarves, and wood elves for her elevation of peaceful compromise over triumph, broken at the price of spilt blood, she is the beautiful queen of noble creatures, slight of figure but unyielding in her conviction that good-aligned creatures will eventually transform forces of evil into forces of good. Dianic is most powerful when she materializes in sunny regions inhabited by good creatures, such as the sun-baked southern hills that rest mainly on the capable, good-spirited charge of mountain dwarves. Well, we're not going to be mountain dwarves. We're going to go ahead and be the Highmen, a devoutly religious yet formidable in battle people. Highmen divide their time between worshipping their god and training in the tactics and practice of battle. Avid in their conviction of imminent war, Highmen have developed highly sophisticated army training centers over several centuries, which in recent generations have produced far more skilled armies than those of any other race. Pious and well-meaning, Highmen mainly keep to themselves and are said to be considerate, if rather aloof neighbors, until they are provoked. And so there it is. I mean, this will... Yeah, you guys kind of know 4X games. I don't really know how the deity plays into things. Aside, I mean, you've got some abilities, sure, but obviously this is the race that you will start with, and so you will have units like that, and we'll kind of have to see. Then we've got a certain amount of points, right? Right off the bat, you can just say, we got 30 points available. 2 points per spell book. These all cost a certain amount of things. I always feel a little bit lost here because, so for these things, you can just right click and it just tells you right away, super easy peasy, what is going on there. No such luck for here, but we're going to go 10 into holy. We're going holy magic. Actually, I'm going to go down to 8, I think. We're going to go holy magic, and I think a little bit of cleansing fire for 2. I am also then going to go warlord. Units gain 20% additional XP at the end of a battle. I love leveling up my peeps, so we're going to do that. Administrator, more taxes, I think, for the remaining 5 points. We could put some into this. What I think I'm going to do... Not persuasive. Enemies will be persuaded. No. Expansionists I do always quite like. Cities expand faster and settlers cost 10% less to produce. That is nice. But I might actually go road builder. We are the Highmen. We are an industrious people. Road builder. Decrease road cost by 10% and time to build roads 20%. Roads are very useful eventually. I'm a little bit torn between expansionist and road builder here. I think we're just going to go with the old road builder. The deity name will not be Dianic, it will just be man. Thank you very much. And our color will be dark red. Highmen, let's go. We can kind of decide who will be here. I'll just say be random, and I will let it... I wish it didn't actually show you. We are going to put the AI difficulty to very hard and entirely possibly die here. But this is kind of my MO when I play these games. Put the difficulty up. If I die, I die. If we win, then we can feel even better about it. The rest of this, I think we are just going to kind of leave. Victory condition population. 75% of the world's population. 60% with 3 or more. Yeah, sure. There we go. I'm not really going to look too much at what's over here. I kind of want to leave that. You can, of course. Kind of want to leave that up for me. Click to preview map. Yeah. Continents. Few continents, average rivers. It's a flat world. Yeah, I'll leave it at the default for that. Probably going to just let this be. Few continents. I mean, it's all pretty average here. 60 by 40. I guess that's also fine. I do like to go smaller often. What about 40 by 30? 25. It's a little too small. 50 by 30. How about that? I guess that's going to be just fine. Let's go ahead and start it. Boom! And we're into the game. And yeah, there's a lot to unpack in this game. Just so you know. It's a 4X game and it's got a lot of depth to it. So we're definitely going to take our time to kind of explore the things that we have to do. Right off the bat, it says magic research. We're not researching any magic. We click on that and we can see all the spells that are available for us to research. We don't have any of these yet, and we would have to put points. It takes quite a bit to get into. I think we get 20 per turn right now, but like for exorcism, for example, banish a demonic unit, it's very expensive. Obviously, we're going to want to start off with something a little bit easier. You can always conjure a spell book, so this levels you up basically in that ability. Same thing with this. We can increase our knowledge here, gaining 1 additional spell level. Obviously, that's very, very expensive because we have a high level of Holy. And Holy gives us a lot of like healing and stuff, and Bless and Holy Light. It's actually less than I had before, but when I played before. What would I want to go for? A Bless, make our people stronger. Heal is always nice. Heroism, 2 magic level, +1 health. Dealing more damage. I think I'm probably going to go either with heal. I'll probably just open up with heal. Heal seems quite nice. So let's not think too much about it. There's that. Next up, casting spell. Okay, so the way casting works is you've got this thing of meditation over here. This is basically how much you can spend each turn on casting a spell. Casting a spell includes increasing your meditation, as well as increasing research, increasing max battle mana, which is how much mana you can actually use in battle, and things like that. They also cost mana. Yeah, that costs 300. Oh, this is the mana cost. So this is how much mana it costs? Frankly, I'm not even sure. What we're just going to do, we're going to open up with the meditation skill. It doesn't actually cost it costs no mana. Right now, we don't have much mana. We can see all that stuff over there, but we'll take a look. Usually, I like to just open up with increased meditation skill or max battle mana. And you basically always want to have these going. There's no reason to not be increasing them at all times. So we are going to go ahead and just increase our meditation skill. And next up is government research. Oh boy. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff, and it can kind of be a little bit overwhelming. But fortunately, we're just going to go with some of the basics, right? I mean, we could, of course, learn production research. It's a very small bonus. Got to remember how to control right-click is how you remove these things, which I find a little bit awkward. We're probably going to go with the food research because food is just really good. There's also roads down here. Military research, blah, 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 whatever. We're just going to go for the food research. Food is always good in this game, right? And in games like this, so we can kind of rely on that. And now, here we are with the map of the world. We can finally see it. Up here, we can see our gold. We can see our mana pool. There's our meditation. This is battle magic. and percentage of the world population out of the max world population for any deity, right? We need to get this up to 60%, I think it was. And then we've got our army here. We've got a couple units, a couple Highmen Spearmen. We've got an engineer. We got a settler. Engineers are your workers. Spearmen are fighters. I mean, it's pretty clear. Question now is, where would we like to settle? We will select just this guy. I gotta remember, crap, is it F? Indeed. This is where we can actually build a city, right? I just switched to that because then we can kind of know where we can go, right? It's limited by these things around us. And the way that, I mean, if you've played Civilization or anything like that, like you can kind of know when you've got hills and you've got trees, this can give you production. When you've got plains and grasslands, this can give you food. There's all kinds of other special bonuses that you can get, like this. Obviously, whatever you are, it is wheat, just provides additional food. This one over here, there's just beer. There's just beer being produced here, which does happiness and descent reduction. That's always great. Over here, we've got bonus resource iron, just giving additional natural resources. So that's pretty good. And I think I kind of like moving over into this direction and settling here. And we're going to have a nice mix. We'll have the wheat. We'll have access to this. We'll have some hills. We'll have some forests and the like. Yeah. Let's go. And I am immediately going to just build myself a city. Boom! City is built. Lots of stuff as usual in a game like this to start off with. We've got what we're producing, our population. This grows up depending on the food harvest, right? The more food that you are bringing in, the more your population grows. We've got gold income and trade goods. They are more or less the same thing, right? I mean, you can have additional gold income than from trade goods. Natural resource harvest and production, right? So this is a really, really interesting feature of the game that I quite enjoy. This is how much natural resources you have, and you can stockpile it. And this is how much per turn you can convert these into actually producing something. So you can have this at 100, but if you got no natural resources in your city, it doesn't matter. Now, you can boost this up, and you can not be mining a damn thing here, but you can have units go out and get natural resources and bring them home by getting into fights, going to dungeons. You can have cities that produce natural resources and export them. And therefore you can have like a mining city that doesn't really build anything on its own, and all it really cares about is just mining out those hills and sending them to the capital. Same thing with food. You can do this with any of the resources. Right? You can even specialize in them. Somewhere over here, I think there's import-export, maybe not. I'm going to start off with this. This basically just gives you like a very small bonus to whatever the specialization is, and since we're probably going to go into food right off the bat, that's what we're going to do. We don't have any workers working yet right now, but eventually they will go on the tiles, a la Civilization. And finally, let's take a look at the build tree. Boom. Lots of stuff to build here. Some things are very, very useful. Some things, less so. That's what a statement. What useful information I have just provided. But where the hell do you start? Well, I almost always like to go into the Builder's Workshop to start off with. I need to be careful because clicking on it does open it up. Builder's Workshop costs 50 to build, gives a 10 production bonus. So we'll just be able to build a little bit faster. Though again, without additional resources, that doesn't actually do anything. It does unlock a lot of things, which is primarily why we're going to go for it. And also, we will be bringing home additional resources. So this is what we're going to go for first. I'm going to select it. It will take 10 turns. Cool. We will eventually have a person working here. I think next turn, the worker will show up. Yeah. And we'll probably have them work on food because growing as quickly as we can is the way to go. We can, of course, build a highway spearman and a highwayman engineer. We build the settler, but it should be noted you get settlers for free every X amount, and they take an insane amount to build on their own. So we're not going to worry about that. Now, I brought my army here. I probably didn't need to do that. What I should have done is said, hey, Worker. Whoops. Is this the same goddamn song from Wizards and Warlords? I'm going to say it is. I'm going to guess that it's some kind of open source fantasy song that both developers found and didn't have to pay for. And now I get to listen to it for another 30 plus episodes. All right, I hope you guys like the song. So we moved our guy here. And of course, we can build tons of improvements with this guy, right? Farms, you can imagine what they do. Windmills, they give food bonus 5% per level, but they also give production and trade goods. Mines, ranches also give food. I think farms give a percentage bonus, whereas ranches give a flat bonus. Indeed, that is the case. But if we go... How do I look at the city? There's a way... Damn it. There we go. You gotta right click on the right side of it. It's kind of strange there. I guess I could have done this outside as well. All right, we have a base 1,000. We get an additional 250 with the farm. Obviously, we're going to build a farm there. But there are times maybe you don't have such good food tiles, in which case you'll want the flat bonus. So you can do that. I got to get used to right-click switching between the units. You can build trading posts, which give you money. Training grounds, which if you just have troops sit on, then they will, I think if I right-click, they just gain XP, which is pretty nice to do if you have a garrison force, an army that you're not ready to send out yet. All kinds of other things that we're not going to look, whatever. It's fine. We're obviously going to just go ahead and pop that farm down. Now, the first thing that we want to do is send this group out. The first thing. We've already done a bunch of stuff. We want to send them out and clear out these layers, right? We can see here, we've got an overall strength 1,080. We are highway spearmen 3 times. We can go ahead and look at them. We got a lot of stats. There's 5 of us in each square. They each have 5 health. They each deal, some amount of damage. Here it is. They deal 1.4 with the damage rating, a 28 hit chance. We don't need to worry too much about this right now. We'll have our kind of slow introduction. But just so you know, there's perks. There's just a lot of stats going into this game, which I greatly enjoy. So we're not going to worry too much. We got spearmen, right? That's all we need to really know here. And what we're going to do is we're going to send them out and just go and clear stuff up. Just go and clear things out. We had to decide which way we want to go. Do I want to go left? There's gold down there. And what is that, corn? There is some corn. Gold, you're just going to provide 10 trade goods? Indeed. I think we can go down this way, fight the Centaur Warrior, the Centaur Archer, and the Thief, and then probably come back, and then maybe move this way. And there's a reason we're going to want to come back, but we'll look at that in a moment. So you just head out in this direction. That's the end of the turn, folks. Boom. Done, easy, nothing to worry about at all. You can see we're now making money because the city has been founded. So we're paying, we're actually drawing in cash. We're also getting mana. Okay. We're working on our meditation. We can look at our magic research again. That's not what I wanted to do. We're casting a spell. We gain 10 per turn, I guess. Not really sure how that is, but okay. It should be 40. Max amount of mana per game turn that your deity can channel. Okay. No, I actually don't know. It doesn't cost any mana. So I guess it's fine. It'll just go up slowly on its own. What we're going to want to do very quickly, as quickly as we can, is call a lesser hero. That's going to be some time away though, so we're not going to really worry about it. Instead, left click is move. Let's go ahead and get in a fight. Tactical battles, folks. Tactical battles. We're out in the plains. There's a Centaur Warrior over here. We can go ahead and take a look at them. They got 8 health each. There's 4 of them, so they have more health on the individual level. They deal a little bit less on the damage rating. Forest Fire, Forest Walker, and Small Shield Fighter, in fact, on a Forest Fire. Yeah, I mean, what we just know is that we can mop these guys up. And usually, one thing that I'll always do, check their movement. They can move 6. That's quite a lot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We just end our turn. Let them come up to us. And then bop and bop. We move up, bop, and bop. They're doing no damage to us. We're hitting them. You can actually look at the logs here. Let's take a closer look. Smack. I wish there was like a line to demarcate what just happened here. Yeah, okay. High Spearmen are attacking. Simultaneous strikes. We strike at them with an attack spear hit chance of 30. 3 out of 10. 3 plus 3 plus 3. I don't know what the hell that means. 1 out of 4 is plus 2. Because we're dealing 3 damage per? And they hit us once, and that's 2 damage. So applying the physical attack, we roll armor. Armor absorbs 3, none taken. We dealt 9 damage to them. They rolled 4 on their armor. Their armor absorbs 4. They take 5, and somebody dies. We do it again. End the turn. Miss, miss. And we get the kill. Right? You don't really need to pay that much attention to many of the fights, right? I mean, a lot of times you'll just be like, okay, I know, this is going to be a stomp. You get familiar with units. But sometimes you want to pay very close attention because some units have a lot of like special abilities or can be surprisingly strong when you're not aware of it. What you can see here, we got some food, we got some gold from fighting. From looting the monster lair, we got gold, food, and some natural resources. Interesting. All right, remember I said we can bring back to our base. So now that we got this tent, if we go into the territory of our city, we will be able to drop off whatever we are carrying. It doesn't just automatically go back. We have to physically take it there. So it's a nice way to kind of like boost up your natural resources. This way you don't necessarily need to have as much natural resource to match your actual production output because you can feed it by going out and murdering the locals. Good old colonialism. We got some XP. So the XP awarded here, I think this goes to everyone, but he who kills the unit also specifically gets additional experience. Your units will level up, which is, I really, really enjoy that. And just everything, as does everyone who plays games usually. The gamification is just adding levels and experience points to, learning languages and shit. Just like, let's just make everything, leveling up. Just put points into things and level up, baby, all day. Cool. We killed the warrior and the battle. Easy peasy. He's got no more moves. I got nothing else to do. We could just end the turn. The combat log remains. The game is in early access, I want to say, though it's been in early. Is it actually in early access? Maybe I'm talking out of my ass here. It does not appear to be in early access. I don't know why I said that. No. Okay. It's actually been out for almost a little over 2 years, apparently. Well, it's a very good game. Nonetheless. So our turn is over, and we're just going to continue onward and go after these centaur archers. We're increasing very slowly our meditation skill here. Apparently we're only gaining 10. Am I putting my mana into that? It does appear that I am, because my mana is not going up. So we're immediately going to stop doing that. I'm a fool, and we're putting all of our mana into that every turn. So we actually want to save up our mana for other things. Eventually we will get more mana generation, but until then, we gotta take it a little bit easy. That's my mistake. And we're gonna put a cut into this episode. We're gonna end this one here and continue onward. We're playing on very hard. I am of limited experience within the game. I have never actually went out and fought an AI player. So we'll see. We may just end up getting stomped and the game will end there. But you know what? That's the learning experience. And I was playing Rimworld with my wife, and our base got wiped out for the first time. We've played the game a few times, and we never had a total wipe. And she got pretty upset. And I'm like sitting there grinning as we get wiped out. Maybe I'll tell the actual story of this in a later episode because it was pretty amazing. And I'm just sitting there grinning ear to ear, having an absolute blast. And she's like getting upset. I'm like, but I love the, like, for me, one of the biggest aspects of gaming and strategy games in particular, for me, is, you know, that challenge and that the real risk of defeat, the real danger. And so we're gonna see. I mean, I don't know if we're gonna have that. I hope so. I hope it doesn't just turn into an immediate raffle stomp, and the game just, you know, is over super fast. I don't think that's actually going to happen, but you never do know. You never do know. But anyways, enough about that. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, don't forget to like button. It lets me know that you like this game. And, you know, I've been hitting the strategy games quite a bit more often compared to tactical games, tactical RPGs and the like. And, you know, if you're enjoying that, let me know in the comments. You should always hit the like button no matter what, because you're my friend and it's nice. But do let me know in the comments. I mean, do you like, hey, I miss the kind of tactical RPGs? Or you're like, yeah, I'm really happy that you're hitting the 4X games and the grand strategy games and the like a bit more often. Quick shout out to my patrons, Daniel Barasaro, Pasucaro, and Remco DeG. Much appreciated. They do help push the channel forward. They basically help me buy games because I don't have a big budget for Man the Maker, and definitely what I get from there turns around and gets fueled, pumped right back in to help the channel, and you know, keep it with some fresh stuff going on. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to catch more videos. I've got a lot of new stuff coming out all the time, and I also have a Discord, which you can find a link to down below. The Patreon is also down below. If you want to check that out if you're interested in supporting the channel in other ways. And that's it. Stick around, because in the future, well, we are going to go out and see if our deity can indeed form an empire. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and until next time, my name is Man the Maker. Take care, everybody. Have a wonderful day.